Okay, so we're up to Siman Reish Ayin Aleph Siv Zayin. Says the Mechaba, Afal Pi she'oso lilitzim kodim Kiddush, im ta'am mekadesh. If even though you're not allowed to eat before Kiddush, if a person did, he for whatever reason, he got home, there's a nice roglach sitting on the side and he ate it, that doesn't mean he's out, he's still got to make Kiddush. Im ta'am mekadesh, he's still got to make Kiddush. Says the Mishnah Berurah, Pirush, Kol emas shenizka, whenever he remembers that he didn't make Kiddush yet, afilu belayla, even at night time, don't say, well, you've eaten already, wait till tomorrow morning, when you've eaten already, why should I make Kiddush tonight? There'll be no subsequent eating. Let's maybe wait till tomorrow, and I'll eat after that. Kamashmalan, no, you make Kiddush that night. The lav dafka ti'ima ba'alma. Not only if you just eat a little bit, even if you had a proper meal, you've got to make Kiddush afterwards. So, it can happen. Imagine you come on Friday night and you're a bit tired or a bit for tumult or whatever, and you come back and you go straight into Tamwait, you're sitting there and you have a nice Suda, and after benching, one of the kids say, hey daddy, you didn't make Kiddush. Says the Mechaba, don't wait till tomorrow then you're thinking, hey, I've got Kiddush Rogel Suda, but make Kiddush straight away. So there's an interesting note, 43. Omdom. Now the question is, do you have to eat after that Kiddush? In other words, the meal you just ate, is that called your Kiddush Mokum Suda? Or do you have to eat something afterwards? So that's what 43 is talking about. Omdom. Lachzav lechel a'oid pa'am la'acha Kiddush, to eat subsequent, to eat again after that Kiddush you just made, kosva shulchan aruch harav, she'ena tzarech, v'dai b'ma she'ochel hasuda kodim ha'kiddush v'samach lei. You can rely on what you've just eaten. That is your Kiddush b'mokum suda that you've just had. V'haisif, and then the Shulchan Aruch Harav adds, Shafilu l'das ha'soivim shem ochel v'kiddush lav hayom tzarech lachzav v'lechel shuv la'acha Kiddush. Even for that opinion, which the Ramah brings le'el in Samach Vov, that you do have to eat something again. Kan she'ochel sudosa b'Shabbos. Here's different, because here he actually ate his Suda on Shabbos itself, and therefore Nikras HaSuda Suda Shabbos. Mishum kach nechshav ha'kiddush m'okum Suda. You came in from shul on Friday night. You're having a Shabbos meal. It's just if you forgot to make Kiddush. So therefore, a subsequent Kiddush is going to help you. However, just something to point out, that if you waited a long time after your Suda, that if there was a long gap and suddenly you're sitting an hour or two later and you realize, hey, I didn't make Kiddush, so then you need to make Kiddush, and then, says the Mishnah Berurah, at least have a kazayis, have a something. Okay, that is Sif Zayin. Sif Hey. Sif Ches, Im loy Kiddush belayla. Let's say, for example, Shabbos morning, you woke up and you think, oh my gosh, I forgot to make Kiddush. Bein b'sheig b'mezid, whether it was a sheigeg, it was a mezid, whatever the reason is, you didn't make Kiddush, yesh le tashlumin lemocha kol hayom. You can make up the during the daytime on Shabbos, and you can make the Friday night Kiddush on Shabbos day. V'omer kol ha-Kiddush la-layla milvad, v'aychulu. But you say the Friday night Kiddush, but you don't say Vayechulu. Vayechulu is specifically for Friday night. It says in the Mishnah Berurah, Yesh tashlumin u'pashut to bo'in she'gam kein mokum suda k'mei belayla. And just like the halachas of Friday night Kiddush that needs to be mokum suda, well, so too on Shabbos day, this compensatory Kiddush also needs to be b'mokum suda. Kol hayom. That means you've got ad bein hashmoshes. So a person gets home and suddenly wakes up Friday morning and he figures, hey, I forgot to make Kiddush last night. So he's got the entire day up to Shkia on Shabbos day. Or bein hashmoshes, and if you sort of remember during bein hashmoshes, mitzadid ha'prim godim v'yem ha'nusach shel Kiddush b'li haskar sheva malchus b'psichas v'chasiba. If suddenly you're remembering halfway through Shal Shudas and it's really late and it's after Shkia, it's bein hashmoshes, so just say Kiddush but without the Shem Hashem, without the psicha v'chasima. Ayin sham. Milvad vaychulu, but on Friday night you don't say vaychulu. Sorry, on Shabbos morning, if you make up the Kiddush that you didn't say Friday night, you don't say vaychulu. Why? Lefisha belayla hoysu gemar meleches Hashem yisbarach. Because the whole thing finished, HaKadosh Baruch Hu finished on Friday night, and therefore it's not appropriate to say vaychulu on Shabbos day. If you look at footnote 44, interesting halacha. V'av shemekadesh lot says yidei chuvas Kiddush halayla. Even Loshuv l'kadosh Kiddush hayom, sheKiddush echad oil lekam v'lekan. In other words, on Shabbos morning, it can happen. You were so exhausted after a crazy busy week that you get home Friday night, you just forgot to make Kiddush, you had the Suda, you went to bed. Shabbos morning, you woke up and you think, hey, I forgot to make Kiddush. So what's the halacha say? This halacha says you can make Kiddush the whole day. So when you get back from shul Shabbos morning, you make Kiddush the Friday night Kiddush without Vaychulu, and then you have Suda, you have Kiddush, whatever you have. But the question is, what about your Shabbos morning Kiddush? Do you say Zocher, do you say whatever you normally say, Al-Kain, whatever the Nusach is? So he's saying over here that the Orach HaShulchan writes that you don't need to say the Nusach of the Shabbos morning Kiddush, and rather Kiddush Echod Oile Lekan Lekan. The Friday night Kiddush that you're now saying on Shabbos day, without Vaychulu, is going to be enough for both of them. So that is the story if you forget to say Kiddush.